This Instagram theme page, Goated You, has gained almost 60,000 followers in a matter of months. And as you can see on Social Blade, their engagement rate is at over 11%, which is massive for an Instagram account. And as you can see here, they're gaining on average 400 followers a day, and their last post was 6 days ago. This Instagram account has blown up. And in this video, I'm gonna go through step by step exactly how to create these types of videos. Now is the time to get in before it gets oversaturated. Even though the formula I've created is relatively simple, being able to create content like this is going to put you miles in front of competitors who are simply reposting content. Guys, make sure you like and subscribe and watch till the end, because you might just be inspired to take your account to another level. So this is how we're going to do it. We're gonna first of all get the images, then we're going to find a quote to add to the video, get an AI voice to say that quote, put this all onto an editing software, add the effects to make it look epic, and then finally put it all together. Let's get started. Okay, so now it's time to get started. So the first thing we're going to do is get our images, and for the purpose of this video I'm going to be using Midjourney. You can use AI such as Blue Willow, Leonardo AI, or you can simply get images from Pixabay, etc. Remember guys, it's skeleton, you can use animal footage, etc. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to keep it as close as possible to the video that I showed you. So let's jump on Midjourney and get our images. Okay guys, so we're on Midjourney. It's time to get our epic Spartan pictures. So we're going to go over to the Discord. You need a Discord account to be able to use Midjourney. So I'm going to type in imagine, and then I'm going to essentially tell it what type of image I want. So for this image, I want a Spartan warrior with gold armor, no face, black background, epic, 8K, realistic, and then I will put --AR 2x3, which is the format, and then I will press enter. And essentially now you just wait for the image to be generated. Okay, so these are the 4 images that have been generated. Now these look insane. I think I'm going to go with number 1, 2, and 4. So I'm going to press U1, U2, and U4. But I think I'm also going to get some more images just so that I have a good selection. I'm going to copy what I put before, and I'm going to press imagine. So at the moment, what I'm doing is upscaling them. So getting them fully scaled so that I can use them. So now I'm going to put imagine. This time I'm going to put Viking warrior, and then I'm going to put full body fighting pose, black, epic, dark background, and see what the difference is. So I'm going to press enter, and whilst that is being created, I'm going to save these images. Okay guys, so here are my Vikings, and they also look super epic. I think I'm going to go with number 1 and go for one more. Imagine dark volcano background. See what happens. So these are some other images which have backgrounds in them, U1 and U4. As you can see, you know, it's small details, so me taking out the armor and the volcano, and it completely changes the image. So it's really important what input you put into these AI tools that are able to generate images. It's better to have a few extra pictures, even if you don't need to use all of them, just so that you can pick which ones work best. Okay guys, so I've got my images, and now essentially what I need to do is to have a quote or a theme of text in the video. There's so many different options that you can use. You could potentially go on ChatGPT, but I really think you could simply go on Google. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to type in quotes about warriors. Quotes about warriors. So let's have a look. I'm going to go for this one. To hold it together when everyone else would understand if you fell apart, that's true strength. Perfect. So I've got my quote. Now I'm going to go to 11 Labs, which is a text-to-voice AI. Here you have your 11 Labs homepage. Now you've got a few different options. There's already some voices inbuilt, but something that I just want to quickly show you is if you press Voice Lab and go to add generative or cloned voice, you can get good voices from the community. So you can press voice library, and loads of different people in the community have created AI voice, which is unique and might not have been used before. So you can go around and sample them.
We make our own fortunes and we call them fate.
And there you go. So you could potentially just add that to the voice lab, which I already have used this one. But I'm going to go back to speech synthesis. I'm going to paste my quote, and then I'm going to pick one of my voices. So I'm going to pick this one. So let's actually test this quote and see how it sounds.
To hold it together when everyone else would understand if you fell apart. That's true strength.
Let's go for that one. So I'm going to press that button there, and that will download the voice for me. Now we've got our images and we've got our voice. What we need to do is put this on an editing software. The purpose of this video, I'm going to use CapCut because most people can use it. It's free and it has some great inbuilt features, but essentially you could use any editing software that's available to you. Okay, so I've got all my images imported. I'm going to drag them into the timeline. Now, what I want to do is also add my voice, which I'm going to drag in there. So essentially I've got my voice. I'm going to make it slightly slower. I'm going to make it 0.9 seconds. And that makes my clip at the moment around 5 seconds.
To hold it together when everyone else would understand if you fell apart. That's true strength.
Now, what I want to do, just pick an order of what images I'm going to use. Remember, the first 3 seconds of any video is always extremely important. Okay, so we've got our images, we've got our voice. Now, essentially what we need to do is obviously add effects, we need to add text, and we need to make it epic. So what I'm going to do first is actually get the text done. So I'm going to auto captions. I'm going to go to create. Okay, so I've got my text ready, as you can see here.
To hold it together when everyone else would understand if you fell apart. That's true strength.
I'm gonna go over to music. I'm going to put in epic and see what happens. Let's try that. Now it's time to, make this epic. What we're going to use is some sound effects and obviously some video effects. With the sound effects and video effects, you can grab this from, video element stores, or you can grab it from Pixabay, sound effects, etc. If you're using CapCut, it does have some built-in stuff, and that's what we're going to be using. So the first thing we're going to do is get our sound effects. So what I'm going to do is go again to audio. I'm going to go to sound effects, and I'm going to go to horror. For example, dramatic horns. You can use what you think matches your video. So I'm going to add some dramatic horns at the start. I'm going to reduce it slightly. I'm going to bring this in more. And you can just literally play around with what they have. But let's add some video effects. So again, exactly the same thing. I'm going to use what's already inbuilt here. I'm going to check what's trending. And I've seen this one before, which I really like. So I'm going to drag that onto the timeline.
To hold it together when everyone else would understand if you fell apart. That's true strength.
These videos is obviously all about testing, trying things out.
Together when everyone else would understand if you fell apart.
Okay guys, so now what I want to do is, as you can see in the video, there is some motions. Essentially these are pictures, but we want to add just a bit more life to them, add some zoom effects or add some disorientation to the actual image. So again, we're going to go to effects and we're going to look for something that is going to give that to us. And let's see what we can find. As you can see, there's so much. Okay, that looks epic already. Just going to copy and paste that.
To hold it together when everyone else would understand if you fell apart. That's true strength.
And now you can add some transitions. I mean, you could essentially go on forever with this, trying to make it better and better. But I think, once you start making a few of them, it will get so much easier for you. And, once you get into the mode, it's actually super, super fun. I'm really happy with that. And there you go. So we've essentially created that video, and you could make so many of these and build such a good brand from this, guys. And you could have used animals, you can use anything you want, but essentially we've created original content which is going to skyrocket our account. Here is the final piece.
To hold it together when everyone else would understand if you fell apart. That's true strength.
Guys, and I hope you've been able to take something from this video and start your journey. And remember, when I create these types of videos, they are skeleton tutorials. So for example, once you start adding slightly different elements, that's how you're going to build your own unique brand. So you don't need to copy it, identically, but you, for example, could use different characters or whatever you want to create your own style. But understanding the full tutorial will give you that ability. My name's Alex, and I would greatly appreciate a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments section. And finally, make sure you join my Discord. My name's Alex. Let's grow.